Hey guys, Brooke Kimbrough here. I wanted to do a quick video to walk you through the process of surrogacy. I know that we go through this several times, but it's nice to have a video to kind of go back to and figure out what the process and procedures are. So we start out by having you guys fill out a bunch of information about profile, application, etc. And then Sarah gets all of your pregnancy records and has those reviewed. So it's important for us to know what happened in your prior pregnancies. I know it's a pain to get all those records, but we have to get them. So Sarah will review those and write us a nice report that says, yep, we see what you see, everything looks great. So we'll get your pregnancy records. And then we're going to chat with you. We're going to have a meet and greet and kind of figure out why you want to be a surrogate and to see if we're a good fit for you as an agency. After we do that, we'll add you to our group. So we have 125 surrogates or so online. We're all in a support group. You can be in there. It's on Facebook and you can be in there. We're always in there, and it is a super helpful and happy group. You can ask questions. You can watch other people's journeys. So feel free to reach out if you're not in that group and have already been through a meet and greet with us. Please reach out to me or Sarah or Cassie, and we'll add you to that group. So once we get all that stuff done, then we need three things to be a surrogate. We need a psychological evaluation, we need a medical evaluation, and we need a legal contract. So the psych eval we do before matching. So we're going to have a psychologist reach out to you. He or she will talk to you and your partner, should one exist, about your current life stressors, about what's happening in your life, about your family, about your parents, about your support network. And we'll then also have you do a personality profile exam. So answer a bunch of yes, no questions. She'll compile all that stuff together into a report for us that says, yes, psychologically and emotionally, we see what you see. Everything looks good with surrogate. So once we've done all that stuff, you're ready to match. Matching for us looks like we take your profile, we send it to the parents. The parents go over it, ask questions, etc., etc. If they say yes, then we send their profile to you. You have the same opportunity to say yes, no, or maybe. Every journey is different. Every parent is different. Every parent is looking for different things. So it's not like we just put parent one and surrogate one together and parent two and surrogate two together. It depends. Surrogates are looking for different things. Parents are looking for different things. So we're trying to make the best and most appropriate matches starting from the very beginning. So once we've done that and you say yes and they say yes, then the next step is to take those records that Sarah's already reviewed for us, your medical history, and send it to the parents' IVF clinic. Where is that? We don't know. It depends on the clinic. I mean, it depends on which parents they are. So we will send it to that clinic. The clinic will review it. Yes, we see what Sarah sees. Everything looks great. And we'll do a match call. So match calls, Zoom format, all of us are on it, you're on it, the parents are on it, and we talk about what happens in surrogacy. We get to know you guys a little bit better. We get to know the parents a little bit better. Everybody feels nervous, totally normal, don't worry. But we do go through that process so that everybody gets a chance to get to know each other. If everybody feels good after the match call, then we do the next step, which is the medical clearance. This is the first time that you have to go to their clinic. So if it's far away from you, we will set up travel, we'll set up the hotel and the flight if necessary. But we will always be on top of what's supposed to happen, how you're going to get there. You don't have to pay for any of that. We'll take care of those things for you. So the medical screening, they will do a transvaginal ultrasound, looking inside your uterus, making sure there's no polyps, scarring tissue, fibroids, anything that can be a problem in pregnancy. And then they're also going to draw labs. So they're looking for your current health. So current meaning, what is your red and white blood cell count? What's your liver function? What's your thyroid function? They're going to look for any drugs, alcohol, and nicotine. They're going to look for any communicable disease that can be passed through blood, placenta, or birth. And they're going to be looking for any STDs that can be a problem in pregnancy. So we'll know the results of the ultrasound the same day, but those lab results will take somewhere between 7 and 10 days to get back. Once we get those back, there's oftentimes something that is wrong. So we need to have your vitamin D is a little low. So you need to start taking some vitamin D, or your chickenpox vaccination has expired and we need to redo that. So we'll do whatever we need to do, and then we'll have medical clearance. And then the next step and final step is to do the legal contracts. So the parent's attorney will draft the contract, go over it with the parents, and then send it to your attorney. If you don't have an attorney, no problem. We have a list, or we can just refer you to somebody that we think is great. It's a very small community, so we're happy to help. And then you will read the contract, go over it with your attorney, change anything that you need to, and then the attorneys will go back and forth. Once everybody's comfortable and confident with the language in there, sign and notarize. And then you will start medications, which are usually a combination of Lupron, which turns off your ovaries, and progesterone and estrogen. You'll start this for about 3 weeks and then transfer. Single embryo transfers only. We do not do double embryo transfers. So single embryo at the clinic. So that's the second time that you need to go to the parent's clinic. We'll transfer 1 embryo at a time. Not all first-time transfers work. As long as you are following medication protocol, you can be a perfect surrogate with a perfect embryo. The science is not perfect. So somewhere between 60 and 75% of the time, it works the first time. So we will do that transfer. About 10 days later, we'll check at a lab near you for HCG, which is the same thing as when you check at home on a pee stick, but this is a blood draw. We're looking for numbers over 50. If that's the case, then we consider you pregnant, and we'll check in a couple days later just to make sure that those numbers are growing, and then confirm through fetal heartbeat ultrasound somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks gestation. After we've completed those things, then you will keep on those medications somewhere 10 to 12 weeks gestation, and then you'll graduate from IVF to OB, and you'll see your obstetrician like a regular natural pregnancy once a month. You still do NIPT test, first trimester screening, second trimester screening, gross glucose test, yuck, second or 20-week fetal anatomy scan, and then deliver where you live. There are some changes depending on if the case is high profile and what state you live in, but that is the most common and most sort of normal journey. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We are available anytime for our surrogates, and all of our emails are our first names, so Brooke, Sarah, or Cassie, CASSIE, @rootsurrogacy.com. Reach out to us anytime, and we'll chat soon.